Hello and welcome to the video and to the continuation of my hard mode playthrough for Hogwarts Legacy on the Xbox Series X. This should be part 4 of the playthrough, so thank you so much for checking it out and for joining me. We left off in the previous video, I think not too long after doing the what's it called? The Azkaban mission. I'm not sure if we did Jackdaw's Rest or if we left it before doing the quest with Jackdaw, but oh crap! Hey.
Stupefy.
We didn't get the dueling feat because I didn't have the ancient magic. So look, what quest are we on? Jackdaw's Rest. Right, so we haven't completed Jackdaw's. No, wait, that's not right. Settings, load. Wait a minute. Which one is it? It's this one. It's exploring on March the 2nd. 3 hours in the dungeons. Load. Exploring. Oh yeah, it should be that one. Right, that's the problem with doing separate videos for doing other stuff. Confuses your save files. Right, so this is where we are. So if we check now. Complete the first keeper trial. Yeah, here we go. This is where we are. Spoke to find the goblin encampment. I suppose we can. No, wait. Let's see what story quests we get given here.
You need to learn Depulso, the banishing charm, useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Righto. Have you got anything else for me, friend? Alright, yeah, okay, so in this video, I'm checking the previous video to see if I did do Jackdaw's Rest. And I am in the cave where you do the mission for Jackdaw. And as a little bonus, I apparently decided to keep in the section at the end where I showed Alex some of the extra, not extra, some of the costumes that your character can wear in the game. Right, so let's quickly make sure that I've got the mic turned on and everything's okay with the stream. And then we'll get right into it. We are going to learn that quest of Professor Sharp, because it'd be useful to have. Yeah, you can hear me, cool. And now let's... Yeah, okay. Right. I have to monitor the stream for a bit to make sure it's okay, because I've upped the quality from the 1080p with a 4K hertz or whatever the thing is to the 6K, the max one. So I dropped it down because the internet was being funny quite often, but we're paying for, you know, much better internet now, so it should be able to cope. So that's the main quest line, the flying class. Acquire and use a focus potion. Acquire. Alright, we gotta do those. Yeah, we'll quickly do that because we can just get those in Hogsmeade. J. Pippin's potions to the rescue. Oh yeah, like and subscribe if you enjoy this. I think that's everything I need to say, innit?
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Right. So we need
We have
Maxima,
everything a young student
Endura.
might need when
Do
it
I
comes
have
to
any of these
potions.
potions actually? I have a, what is that one? That's an I got an Endurus, so I don't need to buy an Endurus. Focus and a Maxima is what I need.
What can I do for you today?
I'll buy these, I suppose.
A
Gonna
wise
hurt, is it?
decision. Thank you.
It's a bit expensive, but yeah. Where are we? Focus. I got Endurus. So I need you. I need you. And if I ever do this other side quest, I'll take you.
Wise decision. Thank you.
Let's sell
Very
this stuff that
Never
we
hurts
don't
to
need.
keep my stocks replenished.
There's no point having lesser gear, especially on hard mode, because it's just going to take up inventory space. Yeah, go on, you can go. I'll probably have to start doing a few Merlin trials when we're off,
I hope to see you
like
again.
out and about
Farewell
on our
for now.
adventures. The last thing we want is to be at the end of the game with only 20 inventory slots. So we got Endurus. Which ones I got to use? Maxima and Endurus simultaneously. Right, and where are you? I'm drinking my juice.
Excellent.
There we go. Oh god, look at me. God damn, that's... I look like I've turned into lava. That's pretty cool. Which is the one by... Potions Classroom, there we go. Then we'll run around and do the flying class, because that's another one where I don't believe there's any combat, so we can get through those, get some experience, possibly get a level up. Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, with these ones you don't have the little circle, that'll manually change the time for you. Game being childish again. Just lying on the floor, mind. So yeah, so I officially now have all the achievements on this Hogwarts Legacy, which I set out to do at the start, but I wasn't sure if I was going to, because certain ones were a bit tedious having to do multiple characters, and before the game came out I wasn't sure if I'd have the patience to do it multiple times. But when I found out you can smash it out in like an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes, I decided to get them. And there was no particularly hard achievement. Like just find collectibles and stuff, you know, there wasn't anything, you know,
How are your assignments
not even one for
coming
defeating,
I completed your
finishing the game on
assignments,
hard
Professor.
mode, for
Good.
one.
You should be ready to learn Depulso.
Good man.
Let's see what you can do.
Send it my way.
Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander.
Concentrate. Meditate. I do like Depulso, it's a good spell.
You've got it now.
We'll check it there.
Should. Well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting.
I do have other ones, don't I? Yeah, I do. Yeah, so we'll just chuck you back there, and then we'll just chuck Depulso there. There's no point filling them up with all sorts of spells. As I gain new ones, I'll chuck them in. Because, you know, if they overlap, it doesn't mean I can use them more often. Right, let's pop outside to see Professor or Madam Karagawa. I still think they named her Madam just because it was Madam Hooch. Just like this weird belief that all the Quidditch teachers have to be madams. If he was a male teacher, what did they call him? Monsieur. Go all out. Gospodin.
Off on another adventure, are we?
It depends. Do you consider class an adventure? Hello. How's my voice coming through, by the way? Am I louder than the game?
Who do you think will
Oh, no, let's not trigger that. Let's get you. There we are. Giant Quidditch
Everybody grab
hoops,
a broom
not for
and we
Quidditch.
shall get started.
You ain't tell me what to do. I'm the protagonist of this year's story.
Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome.
Hello. The goal of today
They've already
is to
been
remind
introduced
all
to
of
me.
you how to maneuver on
Awesome.
a broomstick safely. As broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher,
Oh, I
step
found
up
out as
to your
well.
broom,
I can't remember if I
say
said
up
it, but when I
firmly
was
and clearly,
looking
then
into
kick your leg
if there,
over
like,
and
what,
rest
if
your
any
weight
Welsh
on the
characters
seat.
exist in Harry Potter, apparently the Holyhead Harpies is the Welsh Quidditch team, which I believe is
Thank you.
a female-only
Now,
Quidditch team.
your turn.
Which, if that's true,
Up.
if I remember
Up, you
correctly,
stupid ratty school broom.
well, that's never going to work, Lawrence.
Up.
Means that either they have to join a different team, or there are no
One leg
male
over, so there's a leg
professional
on each
Quidditch
side.
players.
None of that side
Or
saddle
not at that
nonsense.
standard, anyway.
A gust of wind will throw you right off.
Steady now. Mount your broom.
And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once.
Never. Okay.
Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard.
This'll
Do
take some getting used
care. The brooms are school
Wish I
property.
had my own broom.
I want them returned in
Is that
one
my character
piece.
talking? This will take some getting used to. I wish I had my own broom. You will soon
Well
enough.
done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we?
Alright then. What are we doing now?
This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What have you?
It seems
Hello.
like you're
Nice
missing
day
a
for a
stage. You know, like you go here,
Good, I've got this.
so you do like the first one, then you do something back by there a little bit faster, then you do this one.
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year.
Oh, we're gonna go this way. You can't tell us where to go. On the plus side, we do get to see the giant squid right here, don't we? Is it the full one that he does later in the game,
Whoa,
like as
our
a
aquatic
one-off?
resident likes to make an appearance once in
No,
a
it's
while.
not. Like there's a little Easter egg where that squid will appear in the world, like in the water by there, but it's a bit more dynamic and a bit more cool. In my video where I show you the 4 house exclusive quests, you hear it happening and you just about, I think you catch the catch him on the way down.
Well done! Have a moment?
What's that, mate?
I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough.
Oh,
I'd
cheers.
imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging.
A bit
But I'm getting
more
ahead of myself.
challenging.
We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Hufflepuff like you might be interested in some high-flying fun?
No.
Kagawa seems strict. I wouldn't want to get into trouble.
Kagawa won't even notice. Besides, a bird doesn't learn how to fly by staying in the nest. Follow me.
Yeah, 1 second, mate. I gotta make sure I've lowered down the TV.
tour is
I
about
hadn't.
to begin.
Alright, let's go.
Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely
yeah.
as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today.
I wonder, can you like fly through this middle bit?
Nice to get above it all, isn't it?
Oh, you can, but you'll clip it unless you're very precise.
Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying
What are
so
you, a
quickly?
Ravenclaw?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it.
Yeah.
Sure you're not part hippogriff?
I've got the bridge by here.
There's the
Last,
famous
so I've
bridge.
flown
of
over it
all
and
the
flown
magic
under it. I
holding it
don't
up.
think you can fly
Bubbling, look
through
at
those
it.
beams, so we're just going to stick
And
to
the
under it.
owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Oh, there's the owlery.
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
Ah,
That's Kagawa's
cheese
whistle.
it.
This concludes our tour. Looks like she's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms.
Well, she dismissed class very quickly because I cheesed it away from you quite quickly. Oops. Too far.
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you.
Not
for
on
following
my watch.
instructions. Mr. Clopton,
Yeah, he is a Ravenclaw.
I am disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Right. Two
Sorry about
classes
that
done
business
already.
with Kagawa. But you have to admit, those views were worth it.
I have no regrets.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I'll have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models.
Is that a
I'll
fact?
keep an eye out for you in the sky.
Yeah, this time round we will do some of the flying quests with Imelda. Since again, easy experience, don't have to fight anything, and I imagine staying ahead of the whole levels will be beneficial on hard mode. You know, obviously I don't know how difficult the game is going to be, but I'd rather not. Well, I know from the base game that if you fall 1 or 2 levels behind, the game starts to really kick your ass. So I'm not sure if this one is, if you're even a level behind, it's going to get a lot harder,
It seems all rosy.
or what, but I want to make sure that it doesn't
How
happen.
did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the defense.
Revelio.
I know a discreet place near there.
Let's pop in here, see this guy.
Ah, new face. Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash,
Stealing
Silver
Pepsi.
Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Have a look. No, we'll just go right
Sounds
into it.
quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around, thank you.
Yeah.
What are we looking for today?
How much I got? 1,500. What we got here? Show me
That
the broom.
item is of the highest quality.
No, show me the house one. I've seen all these, haven't I? Hogwarts house. Yeah, I'll just stick with that one. I like to get the one to
You'll be thrilled
represent
with that broom, I promise you.
the house that we've chosen.
Thanks for stopping by. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Like steroids.
Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may
Man
notice
sounds
that
like he
speed
is just
consistency tends to falter
getting into
as
the
you
PED
rise.
business.
I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me
PEUs
so I
then,
can perfect the
performance
upgrades.
enhancing upgrades.
As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for
Clever
collecting flight
girl.
statistics.
Can't
If
remember the
you
accent of the guy
were to
or the way how
compete
he
for the
says
best
it from
time and
Jurassic
succeed,
Park. It's been
then report
used.
back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
Let's go.
That sounds
I'm all for it.
intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out.
Sort me out.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor.
Revelio.
I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Right. I won't, like... actually, unless it's pretty quick. As I say, I won't go too much into with, in regards to the Room of Requirement. But again, if it's quick, easy experience, I will quickly do it. Let's fly! Honestly, the broom is such a great feature of this game. I love it. I have since found out, apparently the shop just gives you 10% extra currency, galleons, basically, when you sell stuff. The PS exclusive one. I'm not sure if there's more to it than that, but even if there isn't, the point still stands that you get an extra quest with your own shop, apparently. You're not sure how it's my own shop if I sell stuff in it. But I have seen people say that the house elf related to the quest is really annoying though. Either way, my point still stands. I don't like that they've childishly taken a single quest. And you see people on Twitter who try to justify it by saying that Starfield is a PlayStation, Xbox exclusive.
Imelda Reyes?
It's like, yeah,
Albie Week sent me.
but PlayStation don't get any version of Starfield. They don't get a version of Starfield where Xbox took out 5 of the best planets and made them exclusive to Xbox.
And that was the end of
You
that.
just don't get the game.
Nerve.
Just
Why
like
is he hoping
Xbox
you
doesn't
into
get
his broom
Spider-Man,
testing
they don't get a
silliness?
lesser version
You've
of
barely
Spider-Man.
started flying from what I know. Caught wind of
They
you
do get a
showing off
lesser
in flying
version
class
of
with Clopton.
Marvel's Avengers though, which is a crap game, but it doesn't matter. You sound jealous. What's my controller doing? Why are you flicking back up?
Seems someone's jealous of my skills on a broom.
Me, Slytherin Quidditch captain, jealous of you. Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason,
Bumbling
people think you're
baboons.
competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am
Oh,
competition.
what does
You're not even Slytherin.
Professor
Could
McGonagall
be a
say
useless
now?
squib for all I know. Enough of this. Only one way to
A
find out
something
who's the
band
better
of
flyer.
bumbling baboons.
I hold one of the fastest
What does
times
she
in this
say?
course.
What's the first word?
Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Hufflepuff.
Slytherin's about to get his ass kicked.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
Well, Imelda, I've gone through your challenges 2 times, and this is the 3rd, and you have yet to beat me a single time, so I'm not too worried.
Did it!
And the first time I attempted this, I did
Excellent.
pretty bad, and I missed 2 of the hoops, which was a 6-second time penalty. Oh yeah, just ignore those. And I still beat her. So, considering how she bigs herself up, she's really not that good. You've got to be really bad to lose to her. Like I said, I did terrible. I bloody missed 2 of the hoops, and I still beat her.
Made it! Now that's more like it.
Alright. So far, so good. I think you need like 130 or something to beat the best time, which I still haven't beat. But I've never gone back to do the trials after getting all 3 upgrades for the broom.
This is rather fun.
Maybe I'll have to go back and do it one time just to see how fast you are.
Now that's more like it.
Boom! Suck it, Imelda. Where's you tough talking now, eh? Oh, what you got for me? What are you gonna say now?
That's not... You must have cheated, you... Ugh! Fine. You won.
What a sore loser.
Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
I don't want your respect.
I don't want respect from the likes of you. All you do is insult people.
You and everyone else need to get a thicker skin. Anyway, I'm moving on to the next course. It's near Irondale and offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
So look, where did I, where was I compared to the others? Oh, so close. So yeah, it's very much possibly doable without upgrading your room a single time. But
And then meet me in my classroom to learn Defindo, the
I
severing
never
charm.
thought someone would ever best Imelda's time.
Imelda didn't even have the #1 time. What are you all about? She's like 3rd or 4th. Oh, I never thought anyone would be able to beat Imelda, except for the other 3 people who already beat her. But you know, they don't count. Acquire an and use an invisibility potion and a Thunder Brew potion on an enemy. Okay, well I've already got both of those now, I think. No, I didn't buy a Thunder Brew, did I? Alright, we'll have to buy a Thunder Brew and I'll buy the second invisibility potion. Because, as I mentioned, there is a side quest where J. Pippin asks you to go deliver invisibility potions to this annoying woman. And she makes you use an invisibility potion. So if you only have the 3 that J. Pippin gives you and you use one to prove to her that they work, you only have 2 and she doesn't accept 2, you have to give her 3 and waste one of your own ones, which is just annoying.
Oh, you're back with something to
I crushed her,
report,
mate. She didn't stand a chance.
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent and is wanting for a bit of speed, but
Shocked
it fared
isn't
well
quite the
enough.
right word. She was
I will say
pissed.
that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh yeah, I notice that
thank
every
you.
time myself.
That's
I don't know about
precisely
you.
what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
Alright, can't wait to hear more.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me
I wonder
soon.
if this guy has any relevance to the like the
How
wider
to
world.
address the issue of
Did he
altitude
create like
as
the
it relates to
firebolt, or
speed?
did he create the Nimbus series of brooms or something? Show me the map. I can't be asked to figure out where J. Pippin's is. There we go. It didn't register when I clicked A, but it's okay, because I know where J. Pippin's is now.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
I'd like to buy Mr.
What
Pippin.
can I do for you today?
Give me this invisibility potion.
Oh, wise
And
decision.
give me this.
Thank you.
Oh, I can't afford the Thunder Brew. Okay. Well, you're apparently worse, so.
I hope to see you again.
Right, so we can't complete the task for Professor Sharp until we've acquired a Thunder Brew. And oh, it's a legendary, so good. My new crappy one, which is only well acquainted, I can at least sell
What
it
can I
for
do
good
for you
money.
today?
And
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
give us the quest, my man. Give us the
Hello,
quest.
Mr. Pippin. You need help with a delivery?
Yes, I do. A capable student such as yourself should have no trouble making the trip to Cambridge. It's just south of Hogwarts.
The
What do you need
Cambridge?
delivered?
Fatima Wang ordered a few invisibility potions.
Fatima
I
Wang.
used to go myself, but lately Fatima has taken to turning every visit into an argument. Constantly complaining about the quality of my stock.
Oh.
But how can I maintain excellence when she orders so often, giving me no time to brew? If you take this rather irritating task off my hands, I'd happily allow you to claim the delivery fee from Fatima.
Alright then. She sounds annoying.
I'd rather not deal with difficult people, but for a reward, I think I can manage.
Indeed. Here are the invisibility potions she requested. Hopefully she won't give you too much trouble. She's a talented potioneer in her own right. I dare say I wouldn't mind having a look at her potion recipes one day.
Right. So I figured out something in this quest last time I did it, which I'll explain it when it happens. And I'll say I went for like the bad outcome, and Mr. Pippin does not appreciate it one bit. Gives you a bit of grief, really. Should have gone the other way, but that's fine. We'll just go down and around. We got caught on an invisible thingy.
How nice to see.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
You don't say. Which roads lead to you not saying that anymore? Asking for a friend. How can I? Oh, there we go. It's funny, I've seen people complain about that, your character saying it seems like all roads lead to Hogsmeade. I wonder how many of these people have played this game on 4 separate characters for at least over 100 hours. Because my god, it becomes frustrating, but then after a while it just becomes... It's like, oh, whatever, I've used this so many times I no longer care. An update where they add some extra voice lines would be very much appreciated for this game. Especially since I would like to get it on Switch or maybe PlayStation, maybe both, depending on if they take too long giving me the extra content on Xbox. I might buy it on PlayStation 5, like, you know, in 8 months or 9 months, whatever. It'll be a ball ache if it's just the same dialogue again. Oh, I did see a video though, apparently people did some data mining, and it seems like there might be a DLC that gives Azkaban to all the houses and not just Hufflepuff, which would be cool, because I never thought it was a very good idea giving Hufflepuff, or giving any house at all really, such a significant location as an exclusive sort of mission, or however you want to word it. You know, especially compared to the other ones, because Ravenclaw has nothing exclusive and nothing good really going for it in that mission. Slytherin has a little cave that's exclusive, and I suppose you get exclusive conversations, maybe? You get an exclusive conversation with Scrope through Slytherin, and a crappy little cave, but that's it. Gryffindor, you get to have a good chat with one of the house elves, Winky? No, that's the one from the book, isn't it? I can't remember her name. You talk to one of the house elves, as well as having a nice conversation with the Headless Hunt and Nearly Headless Nick. But you don't get to go anywhere different. Like, they're all places you can go in the base game with any house. So going to Azkaban felt a bit... That
Madame
Pippin
Lewan,
should have known better.
I have a delivery from J. Pippin's potions.
Sent a child to do his work for him, did he? Always cutting corners and taking the easy way out. Did he have you brew them for him as well? Doesn't matter. You could probably do it better than he can anyway.
Here are the potions you requested.
You think it's so simple? I know Pippin is always trying to cheat his customers. Cutting corners
yeah.
to save some galleons for himself at the expense of quality. You'll not be getting a canut out of me until you prove the potion works. Drink it.
What the hell's a canut? I'd rather not.
I'd rather not, but if you insist, so be it.
I do insist.
Oh, good. I've never said the I'd rather not one. I don't think, anyway. I don't recall if I said it for my Slytherin character. Oh god, I got 6 invisibility potions. Wasted money. Yeah, there's one of Professor Sharp's thingies done.
It seems to have worked.
Well, I suppose that will do.
Yeah,
If the
now
demand
don't you
for
look stupid,
potions is as
Fatima.
high as you say, have you considered being easier to work with? Perhaps combining your recipes and skills?
Not a chance. That ne'er-do-well had his shop handed to him. The rest of us had to make our own way. I'll
Doesn't
not
mean
give
he's
him
not
the benefit
qualified.
of my hard work and gumption. If he fails on his own, so be it.
Very well, but he doesn't appear to be
Very
failing
well.
on his own.
I shall let Mr. Pippin know I delivered the potions as requested.
You do that.
Thanks for your
I
time.
should be going now. Thank you.
Yeah, so if you go behind her shop, you can open this chest and you get her recipe book, which at the time I didn't realize it was her recipe book. But let's have a look. Can I do this without Wingardium Leviosa? Because I do have the Pulso. Let's see if I can do it.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
And if you tell J. Pippin that, oh yeah, this is Fatima's, like she deserves it, what a bitch, he gets angry with you. Understandably. So we're going to go for the approach of the other option, which is... Oh, I didn't realise. There we go. Alright, ooh, get up. Yeah, there we go. Over the bridge now. Nice and easy. Alright, that wasn't so bad. It's definitely easier with Wingardium Leviosa, but... There we... Come on. Really? There we go. Right. No bit of a ball, man. Right. So now we should have 4. I'll fast travel. 4 extra slots in our inventory when I what's it called? Turn in that challenge. So yeah, if you tell him, oh yeah, it's Fatima's, like, she deserves it sort of thing, he's like, I will return this to her straight away, and gets angry with you. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he's very much disapproves of you doing it.
Potions are a speciality here, should you need any.
I delivered the potions.
I delivered the potions to Fatima Lawang.
Very good.
Oh, Lawang.
And, did she cause you any trouble?
She's certainly difficult.
I can see why you didn't want to go. She was quite cantankerous.
I do truly appreciate your
Cantankerous for
help.
helping out the big woods.
And at least it's done with.
I'd like an additional fee.
Delivering those potions was a bit more work than I'd expected. I'd like an additional fee.
I suppose that's business for you. Very well, I shall increase your pay, but I'm not at all pleased about it.
By the way, I found this book of potion recipes in Cambridge. Might it be useful to you?
Is this Fatima's recipe book?
Yeah, so I've said, if it is, she doesn't deserve it back. And now we'll go for the I didn't realise.
Oh, I had no idea it was hers.
Some things are sacred amongst potioneers. I shall return it to her immediately.
Alright, basically the same thing. I'm pretty sure, like,
Revelio.
he basically says the same thing. Although I'm pretty sure he does say like, don't appreciate you doing it, or some. I'm sure there's an
What can I
extra
do
line
for you
where he
today?
criticizes you for like knowingly taking it. I think.
A wise decision. Thank you.
Got a Thunder Brew. Now we just got to find an enemy and zap them with a Thunder Brew. And we're good to go. What's it called? Get the new spell. Right, where are we? Up and over. Oh, also a fun little thing here for you. You can't climb over a wall. Only there's magic for that. If you come here at night time, this one by here. This is actually like a little dungeon you can go into called Villager's Tomb, but only during night time. Yeah, there's a little thing there for you that you may not have known.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Come on inside. Oh, watch yourself though. Let's have you leave here alive.
Revelio.
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 I do like how when you go stealth mode, your characters actually change up how they talk to sound more stealth-like. There we go. We get a bit of experience from this area by here. And we're gonna make back the money from the Thunder Brew. Depends on how you look at it, really, I suppose, because we could have also just... Oh!
Incendio.
Whoops. Oh, wrong one again. I did not know the book flew around on fire. That's brilliant. But then again, I've never unintentionally or intentionally fired an incendio at one of the flying books before. There we go. Grab that. So, nearly level 18 already. That's a bit of a jump, that, wasn't it? Oh, there we are. We can grab these balloons while we're at it as well, I suppose. There's none back there.
I'll scout around Velcroft for something to poach. I would say that Irondale is not appropriately named.
Revelio.
Where are the other balloons? Oh, I see. We'll go back to those guys by that Merlin trial. I'll do the Merlin trial and defeat one of them. Oh.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Basically where I grew up. Real world
Seems
equivalent
as though
of
things are getting
anyway.
worse.
Not obviously not this
Best be
small.
on my guard.
But I grew up in a small town.
Mind yourself yonder.
An estate, in fact. Where? Ah, there it is.
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by
Bardo.
dark wizards he was.
Weird.
Leviosa.
Alright, where was that Merlin trial? Merlin trial? Oh, where's Hogsmeade? Is that it? Yeah, that's gotta be Hogsmeade by there. Great, it's getting dark and scary.
Revelio.
Oh, there was an enemy. You're the Thunder Brew, right?
Yes.
I was ready to depulso him then. I was game, I was good to go, and then he got lightning in the head. Alright, let's have a look. What's this Merlin trial? What do they... God. I think that's one of those boxes you gotta flip over, the flipendo ones. So we'll just leave that alone. What's this? Shadow of the Undercroft. Well, that's the story mission that we need to do in a second. So we'll start off by going to this one. Yeah, so this spell that we get in now was my favourite spell outside of, well, until I unlocked the unforgivable, Avada Kedavra. Because Avada Kedavra just puts this spell to shame. But until you get Avada Kedavra, this spell, picked the wrong place, is very good. Good damage on it. And if you get the talent upgrade for it, what's it called? Like, the spell travels through enemies basically, so you can hit multiple people with it. Because the base version, when you hit an enemy with it, it just like, I guess, breaks on impact. It's the easy way of putting it. Or dispels.
Have you finished your assignments?
I have indeed.
Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
All went perfectly well, Professor.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready.
Alright then.
Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention.
Please, Professor, I'm always paying attention.
Very good.
Oh,
Diffindo, I would encourage you. It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
Ah, Gareth, what are you doing, son?
That was an interesting class.
Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. Well, for certain you'd
Has he
have
been chilling
helped.
here this whole time?
It did sound like fun. I shouldn't have been so concerned with getting in trouble.
I think it's good to take risks every now and again, especially when it comes to potions class. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Boo! If anything, more explosions next time.
As I mentioned earlier, Diffindo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
Yeah, take that, you dick. Right, let's go do the Undercroft mission to get another spell, so may as well, innit? And then we shall do the Room of Requirement. So I will say though, the more I play this game, I don't feel like I have the problem of... I can't think of a perfect example off the top of my head, because I can't think of a game where I've played it multiple times. Maybe Skyrim, I guess, where it has like diminishing returns. Every time I came back to it, it was like, I needed a massive gap.
Over here.
But this one, even though I'm restarting it and playing it again,
it has.
Like the
Glad you
castle
received my
especially is so intricate and
show
just
you.
insanely
let me thank you
detailed
for what you did
that
in
it's
the
fun
library.
to run
Of
around it
course.
multiple times
Scribbner
and
tried to give me
collecting the same
detention.
collectibles.
But I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that
Like I
counts for
mentioned before,
something.
I
Did you
do
find
wish
what you were
the
looking
4
for?
unique
did, but
quests
something was
were at
missing.
different points in the playthrough.
I'm not sure here is the
So
best
there
place to
ended up being
discuss it.
one unique
Understood.
quest
We can talk more in a moment.
for
in the
all 4 of the
Undercroft.
houses,
Not
and
even
then
the
a
professors know about this place.
standard version of like, you know,
This
a
way.
second version of the quest that the 3 other houses did, instead of just one
There's a
quest
secret
that happens 4
passage
different
just
times.
here.
It's
Should have been
well
4
disguised.
different quests that happened 2 different ways. Because then they could have made it a bit more imaginative, I suppose, rather than... Like, the thing they did with Richard Jackdaw
How
was
did you
fine.
find this place?
What
My
with
friend,
them
Ominous
making it...
Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft.
what's
we
it
used to play
called?
gobstones here all the time. With my
'Cause obviously they just done the thing with Richard Jackdaw, made that whole situation complicated, I suppose, or complex, so that they could split it up into 4 different quests, giving you slightly different information that all paint,
keep this between us.
you know,
He
a more
never
detailed
confides in
picture.
anyone, but he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
Until now.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising,
Ooh.
I suppose.
How am I supposed to have hope that my eyes will be fixed?
The wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else
A chamber
speak
of them,
it.
you might even
I've
think, or
certainly
might even
never
say.
seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts.
Ooh.
Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really?
Oh,
Like
Like the
Abracadabra!
blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
It does sound dangerous.
It sounds like a dangerous spell.
You sound like Ominous. He frowns upon using forbidden spells. Although he did enjoy learning this one. A spell
Yeah.
like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly
Like
taught,
students?
not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it.
Alright, Seamus.
I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
Alright. Oh, sugar. Stay away! Oh, we made it.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the target.
Chuck you down there, and we'll chuck Confringo up there.
Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses.
what?
But I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther than that of a spell like Descent. Nice work. How's it feel? That's it.
Like
I think
power in the
done.
palm of my hands.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
I'm ready for more spells like this.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
I don't want to impose.
If your sister is unwell, she may not want visitors.
Meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs. Trust me. She misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too.
Very well.
Uncle
Let me
Grundy.
know when and I'll meet you.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me about the Portkey and Gringotts and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
I'll tell you the... we'll tell him the truth.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see
I
traces
do
of
really
ancient
like
magic.
Sebastian as a character. It's a shame he goes down like such a
I don't know what I was
destructive
expecting to
path
say, but
just
wasn't
to,
that-
like, you know, because of the
What does that even mean?
obsession
Honestly,
with
I'm
saving
not
his
entirely
sister.
certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a
Ancient
way to
kind of
harness that magic's
magic.
power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both
I'm sure we
Rookwood
could.
and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curses in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an arrow.
Yeah, I think I got it down, my man. Ominous didn't like these barrels, did he? They weren't precious to him. Special. Nah, I'm sure Ominous won't mind.
Protego.
Wrong button. I'm flying without wings.
Hello, Sebastian.
Hello.
Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh,
No, you can't.
Hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
I stumbled upon it.
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon
You
that
would
room.
dare turn my office into a house
Sebastian
of
told you,
lies?
didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
Okay. I would just say I promise not to say anything.
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant.
Alright.
Sebastian gets
Chill
himself in
out,
enough
mate.
trouble. He doesn't need your help.
Oh.
Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Confringo.
Kill him. Die, you little bitch. Yeah, unless you get around the castle now. Oh, you got away. Ah, good times. Right, what mission are we doing? Room of Requirement. Oh yeah, I do have one more quest I want to do in this game, don't I? So I'll probably do it on this character now. I think I mentioned it before, I was doing it on this character, which is the what are they called? The Dairy keys or something. I forgot what their names are now. But you know, there's the cabinets.
Revelio.
Is there one nearby? But I don't know. But this is nearby. So you got 3, 4, 5. That one is you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I still don't know what that is. Looks like a balloon. Maybe that's the Kraken? It's a weird kraken if that's what it's supposed to be anyway. Marv's Beret.
Revelio.
Levioso.
Wingardium Levioso.
Revelio.
Is it detecting that, or is there something over there? Whatever. Oh yeah. Ew. Hey, I'll grab you. Start this quest up. I'm not going to waste
Professor
loads of time
Weasley?
trying to grab that chest like I did in the first playthrough, where like when I levitated the box and jumped
Somewhere
on the
away
other
from
box that
prying
was
eyes.
levitated and grabbed it, because usually there's something shite in it. Or at least the 2 times I've done it, I believe it's been a crap item, and it just wastes not really a lot of time, but it wastes more time than I can be asked to spend on it this time.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
Speaking of that, like, when she said wasting no time, I'm pretty sure I've seen somewhere or read somewhere that to get inside the room of requirement you have to walk past it 3 times requesting something of the room without your knowledge that you're requesting something of the room. Like walking past it 3
What
times
is
while
this
needing to
place?
pee, and
This
you're like, oh god, I
is the
wish there was a
room
toilet
of
by here.
requirement.
Or I wish like I was
It
near a
only
toilet
appears
or
when one is
something.
in real need of it.
But I'm sure it's
Ordinarily,
supposed to be
a
3
student might
times.
stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my
Confounded
classroom
Deke,
your
where are
first
you?
day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess.
It's okay, I got a broom, let's fly.
This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You
Evanesco.
can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as
Oh my
these
god,
chairs
do you
and other
reckon
things here
that's
in
the
room.
spell that witches
I
and
suggest
wizards
you practice
used
the wand
in the
movements
canon
first, then you
to
can
vanish
clear
their
the
shit
chairs away.
before wizards started using toilets? That is literally the shape of a poop. That cannot be a coincidence. That is a poop. So yeah, it has to be the one that they used to vanish. So we'll just chuck it by there now.
Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs.
Evanesco!
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone.
I am
We
indeed.
shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on.
Righto.
Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
Deke, where have you been?
Is that... Goodness. My old school bag.
Oh my god.
I wondered where that had got to.
Dude, excited for a bag. with
Can't
school
believe
stuff
it's
in
still
it.
Here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Dear,
Yes, Professor.
could you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Now shut you up. Ask me nicely to do something. We'll climb up this one. Ah! It's funny, this might be the first playthrough where
Hope this
collecting
isn't as
what's in there might
precarious as it
actually
looks.
be a good idea, what with...
Stop them!
Confringo!
That's not it. You worthless pile of tin!
Bit offended the room thought I needed a bath. Cheeky thing. Well, maybe you'd just been doing Quidditch practice or something. Oh, cool,
How
you
does
can actually...
anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here?
Well, you're getting around in here.
What was
So, yeah.
that?
Was that a snitch?
Was that a golden snitch?
So, yeah, the
Perhaps you
chest
should
is
summon your
by
wits and
there.
find out.
So, I'll get it. Let's do it quickly.
Revelio.
On one.
Leviosa.
Right. Flip around, doing what you're doing. Wait. Close enough to...
Accio.
Oh, it's being a butthole. You have to do it in a way that the game deems acceptable, that yes, you are now targeting that chest. How about now? No. Oh. Near the floor. There we go. Okay.
Leviosa.
Again, we've got to get it to highlight. We'll start with you. Why is it being an ass today? I never struggled to just interact with it before. I lift you into the air. Oh, stop walking, you stick drift. Stay in the air. And wave it around like you just don't care. Oh, anyway, I was actually better than what I currently am. But yeah, that's how I do it. I'm not sure if that's the intended way, but
find us in here.
that's the way how I've been doing it. Oh god, I'm already over an hour? Excuse me? Throwing shit for?
Yikes, careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you.
Can I have that knapsack, please, Deke?
Hello.
Ah, Deke,
I guess
he's been
not.
looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is
Yeah, we're
honored
related.
to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together.
How
I
old
mentioned you to Deke.
can house elves be?
We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room
Let's
like
Google
I
this
did.
quickly while they're talking.
Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map.
House elf
Most happen
lifespan.
upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now,
Okay, so apparently house elves can live have a life expectancy of 200 years. They cannot be ordered to kill themselves. Breed infrequently and only when their master, with their master's permission. Can override wizard enchantments and have a allegiance to their home rather than its inhabitants. That's interesting. So it's very plausible and very easy that Deke could still be alive when Harry's here. Depending on how old he was when he met Professor Weasley, because if she was a second year, you've got to imagine that they've been friends. Her hair's not grey, so maybe 25 years, something like that, friends for 30 years. She was 12 when they met. Yes, if she's 42 now, or 44 even. So, you know.
I look forward to seeing what you do with the space.
Well, not much. I'm going to keep it with the basic
with a desk of description.
option this time.
Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Agreed.
This will be more useful when I have something to identify.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
Is he chucking shit on the floor? Oh my god, he's throwing popcorn in his mouth. I've never seen that. Brilliant.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
Makes sense. Alright. Tie it up in a neat little bow, eh?
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try?
Very perceptive,
Go
aren't I?
ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Righto, sounds good. Alright. So we'll chuck you there and chuck you there. Potions. So yeah, we'll just do the scientific ones. Chuck you by there. And scientific you as well.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds.
Let's have a Wickham-Weld on the go there.
Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
I shan't. Thank you, Professor.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
So what's the main quest line now? Let's have a wait for it to come up. Come on.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
Alright, let's go see Professor Fig. Usually I would do this section by here, but I think I'll just leave this for another time. I don't want to just smash out all of the Room of Requirement stuff. Mainly because we are... we're already an hour and a quarter, so we've got 45 minutes left, and I would rather spend it doing more interesting quests. There we go. Let's pop out the door.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
Do see me after class. No, I thought I clicked on the Professor Fig questline. What's this about? The map chamber. You know, it's just everything about this game. I just... Honestly, the only other times I can think of where I've fallen in love instantly with a game like this... I know, like, it's not an apples to apples comparison, what with me already being very much invested in the Harry Potter franchise, enjoying the Lego Harry Potter games. I've played most of, but not all of the Harry Potter movie games. Like, I know I've played Philosopher's Stone when I was younger, and I know I went back and played... I'm not sure if I completed Goblet of Fire, but I know I have completed Order of the Phoenix and the two Deathly Hallows games. I'm not sure about Half-Blood Prince. I'd have to check my Xbox account for that one.
You're back.
Finally.
And I'm not sure if I played Prisoner of Azkaban or Chamber of Secrets. If there were games for those, I don't see why they wouldn't
listen
be.
to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Eldritch Diggory's portrait in the common room told me about his great niece, Helen.
His great niece?
Yes, she used to be an
This is
Aurora.
different dialogue.
Well, she took me to Azkaban to meet Anne Thisbe.
You went to Azkaban?
Quite an experience, but you see, Anne knew Richard Jackdaw before he died, so I had to find his ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained,
Guys,
when
what
I
is
found the
going
pages,
on?
I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
I like that, the way how
The room is called the
that
Map
conversation
Chamber, by
felt
the way.
very different
And a
from the other
portrait of
ones. I know
Percival Rackham
the
awaits
other
us
ones
there.
would have been different,
Professor Rackham.
telling him that I hang out with the
I'm
Headless
forward to
Hunt and
meeting
telling
you.
him that I went to the
How
Owlry
did
and
this
stuff. But that felt,
Jackdaw get
I
the
really liked
pages
that
from
one.
the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time.
I do love the map room as well, not gonna lie.
A map. There's Hogsmeade.
It looks so cool, the way how they're just walking over the map, I love it.
And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent.
Indeed.
If only you were here to see this.
I know, my man, I know. Revelio!
Revelio.
Will do.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig?
Oh, it's Professor
And
Twig.
you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability. The potential and power of which
The most
will
extraordinary of powers,
should
my
you
man.
prove
The
yourself
most
worthy.
extraordinary.
The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable
Tribulations.
knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
No, I do not.
I do recall seeing the memory, but I don't remember all of the details.
My friend Charles and I spoke of the portkey and of trials we created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
I've never took that
Charles
option
is
that
another
I
of
can
the
recall.
keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much
I
to
have
teach you.
patience, worry not, friend.
It will
Worry
take time.
not.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
So yeah, like I say, I'm
We
going to try
have
and hit
waited
the level
this long,
requirement
Professor Fig. Surely a few
in
more.
time
Respectfully,
for the
sir,
final
while
playthrough,
I do
unlike
not
my
know
last
the
playthrough.
secret you keep,
So when I
do
start
know
getting
that our young
close to the
friend
end of the
here
game,
has
if I
seen
haven't
traces
if
of
I
a
haven't
powerful
got
dark
myself to at
magic
least like
being
level
wielded by
32,
goblin
33,
kind.
I'm going to
When
have
we
to
encountered
do
an
some stuff
uncommonly
off camera.
powerful
It's probably
goblin
Merlin
wielding
trials
such
and
magic
stuff
as
like
we
that.
prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then,
My
in the
life.
light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
All right.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
I believe I have.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
Will do, old boy. I'll see
find
you
at
there.
the tower as soon as I can.
Where are we on?
Until then,
hour and 25. Cool.
be
We'll do
careful
another side
and
quest
do not
maybe
tell anyone
before
where
this.
you're going.
Actually, before we carry on, let's turn in anything we've got here. Because one thing I am going to focus on, which I didn't in my initial playthrough, is combat trials. Just because it's wrong one. It's just easy. You get experience just for completing them. I'll be getting into combat scenarios constantly anyway, so there's literally no reason not to do them. or dueling feats, sorry. So I'm going to focus on completing those if and when I can. I'm going to do some Merlin trials here and there, not too heavy focused on those though. Same for side quests. I'll do some side quests here and there where when it feels appropriate.
Spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
And same with Revelio pages.
Revelio.
I'm just going to try and collect most things in a way that doesn't slow me down, or doesn't slow down the fun, essentially. So, you know, if I like grabbing this here, takes 2 seconds to quickly grab it. One of the keys is by here. It's the key that opens that chest up there. Well, that one.
Revelio.
There was also one in the room with all the barrels where the map chamber was. Have I collected this this by here? Oh, I think I did on the character that I on the male version of my Hufflepuff character before I had to start it again. I'm pretty sure I already went in here. So I'm saying it's difficult for me to remember what I have and haven't done because I've technically started Hufflepuff's playthrough twice, and I had to change it because I was doing a video showing you the common rooms, all 4 of them. So in order for the video, in my mind, to be complete. Oh, I haven't even done some of these up here. For it to be truly complete, I needed to start my character again as a Hufflepuff, as a female Hufflepuff student, so I'd have access to male and female sides, which the male students can't go into the females.
Revelio.
Like, it's a weird one. From, like I mentioned, in game I don't like it because I think it unintentionally gates off a little bit of content to the boys, but at the same time, technically there's no way for the girl characters to experience the stairs turn into a slide and shooting you down because you're not allowed up there, or the suits of armor coming to life and blocking the stairs with their halberds. But you know, not like those are really that cool, but then again, well actually no, not even then again, but in the girls' common rooms, there is actually some chests in some of them. So there are chests that you miss out on. I'm not sure if it's money or galleons chests or if it's equipment. Like, it's not much regardless, but it's still something that you don't get to have. Let's quickly do this mission for Madam Kagawa. What's this one? Use that and a mandrake. We'll do the mandrake later. Quidditch pitch and Hogsmeade station.
Revelio.
Reveal yourselves, you blasted balloons. It's really annoying me that I can't remember what Professor McGonagall said about the bumbling baboons. A something band of bumbling baboons. Like, I don't think it's a bumbling band of bumbling baboons, because that's just stupid saying bumbling twice. I'll grab you. Right, there has not been an update for this game, but let's see if we can see the bug happen in real time. Oh no, I remember where you are. This one, no. I always trip up around this one, but now I've remembered.
Revelio.
Yeah, get in here, son. Right, have I already got this one? Alright, there we are. So there's the page. So if you bring up the map, let's see if it's updated. Because I'm not sure if it's 100% of the time. So 66. Yeah, see? So it still says 66. I'm on 67 now, but for some reason that page doesn't count. It still counts towards your achievement progression, but it doesn't count in-game on the clock, or on the clock. So yeah, 67 on the counter. So bear in mind, if you're missing one in that area, it's probably that page and you already have it, and stop focusing on that one and find the ones in the other areas that you need. I didn't realise it was a 100% of the time it counts it wrong.
Revelio.
It may not, it still may not be, but you know, the chance of me having, if there's a 50-50 chance of it happening, and I got 2 characters where it definitely happened, seems a bit unfortunate.
Brilliant.
Right, before we go over to Madam Kagawa, let's quickly see where we need to meet Professor Fig. That's the wrong one. And where is it in relation to where we are? It's over there. Alright, it's back up that direction, so... I don't even have anything nearby. Oh, I can go here though. What quest is this? Alright, yeah, okay. I'm not too fast about Wingardium Leviosa. I'll collect Wingardium Leviosa when we need it for a quest, because it is a requirement at one point. I believe all the spells are. They present it as a optional thing. You don't need to collect all the spells. But I think for the most part they are. Like, obviously that spell isn't necessary, altering spell, so you can miss out on that one, I suppose. And I'm pretty sure the unforgivable curses don't count either, so you can just ignore the unforgivables if you really want your character to be a good boy or a good girl.
Madam Kogawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Easily.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
I did.
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work.
Oh, looky here. It's a mountain. That was bubbles, just to be clear, not
well
mountains.
Done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell.
I'd recommend you shut the hell up.
There you go.
I'm only joking, Madam Kagawa. I like you, really. I like you, really. Now die. Oh, yeah, we're not doing it. Who knows? Maybe I'll when we get near the end of the game and I need some experience, I'll just do the whole quest line in one rush. Oh yeah, I can fast travel. A little bit of the way anyway. Upper Hogsfield is much closer than where we currently are anyway, so you know, no complaints from me. You are creating all the bubbles at night. Right, how many talent points we got? We got 3. Okay. What can we do? I'll get you, because I like that one. That one's good. I won't get these ones for a moment. Oh yeah, I'll get that one. That one's good. And I said that this character is going to be a potiony person. So we're going to get potions as well.
Wonder who lives here.
Witches and wizards, probably.
Revelio.
It's just should be along in here. Grab that. Pumpkin juice. Just grab that without even landing, like an absolute ninja. Yeah, because there is one quest I want to do with you in the playthrough, but I don't want to do it until I get Avada Kedavra, because there's a funny thing you can do, which I would feel comfortable by saying I don't think many people have done it, just because of the nature of it. It's not something... I don't think it's something that you just instinctively do. And I only done it because I think it glitched on me slightly, and I loaded the save and it done it a second time. So if I'm able to do it, I'll show you. If I'm not, I'll just explain what happened.
We're not alone.
When we do the quest.
Ranrock's
Although by the time I get to that point, it'll probably be like part 8 of the video, part 7. So I would have possibly forgot by then.
But we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Alright.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing...
Petrificus Totalis!
Quickly now.
If I'm not mistaken, I did have some... Oh no, I didn't get any stealth skills just yet. I will possibly put some stealth into this character.
Stay hidden and come. Petrificus Totalis. Well done.
Bring me a dozen humans. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
Maybe they just turn around because you smell so bad.
Ranrock said so.
Ranrock's never served us bad soup. I don't know. Never steered us in the wrong direction before. He's presenting. Oh, usually it takes years for a goblin to present itself to you. What's wrong, lads? Yeah, we'll grab the piece of paper. It'll cause enemies to attack us, but we'll grab it since we're here.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I wonder if they'll attack if I just stay in here. No, maybe not. Let's have a look. Yeah, see. It's through the Hi.
Draw blood.
Will you?
You won't last long.
Won't I?
You won't stop me.
No!
I will make you. I won't rest.
Ah! Get in the ass, hand it to me. Goblins, eh? That's what I'm thinking, I suppose. Not a who.
Cut you from shoes to shadow.
Shoes to what?
Is that the best you can do?
You worship Ranrock with that mouth. Oh, he doesn't. Okay. No.
I'd wager this mess is the fault of time, not goblins.
Time? Like Father Time?
Can't imagine the goblins know about the trials. They know that something is significant about this place, though.
Yeah, I'd imagine that to be the
Revelio.
case as well.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked.
How did you do that?
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Alohomora. Alohomora. I think is how Professor... It's not Professor, is it? I'm not sure what you call him. Mr. Moon, I guess. Alohomora.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Professor. Did you say San Bakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That
Goblins most foul.
were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew
Oh, was that
about a
remember
tower
what
that
you
once
see?
belonged to a keeper.
Like, specifically,
moment,
because I said I
however,
can't remember what
you've
the last
more
one
important
was.
things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That
Cheers,
said,
my man.
be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber.
Tell you what, after like
reservoir of ancient
replaying
magic.
this game,
Downstairs,
as I say, like
near
this
the
is
entry.
my third playthrough. I do have a fourth playthrough on the go as well, but I'm having a little break on that one for a moment because I've smashed this game so much since it came out. I've gone back to playing a bit of Dead Space Remake and Fire Emblem Engage just to mix it up a little bit so I can enjoy those games more as well. Honestly, I don't even remember that door opening like that. That was weird. I literally don't recall that happening that way at all. But I've seen again a review. Oh God, what's up with that? White light. And someone mentioned how in this game it's a proper like power fantasy game, and your character is without question a Mary Sue or a Gary Stu, depending on
I've seen this before.
which gender you pick. Like think Ray from the sequel trilogy for Mary Sue. People like to use Harry as an example of a Gary Stu, which I've not ever really looked into it 100%. I'm not sure if he 100% fits the criteria of a Gary Stu, but I'm pretty sure he does. He fits a fair amount of it at bare minimum.
Impressive.
But
that must have done something.
Reasons why I
Best
don't
have a look
100% classify him as one, because for one, he uses the unforgivable curses, and could you ever imagine Ray from the sequel trilogy stooping to using the dark side? No, you couldn't, because she always figures out how to do things perfectly using only the light and being good, and that's why she's a Mary Sue. But Harry did stoop to using the Imperious Charm on the goblins, or on the goblin in Gringotts. I can't recall if he uses any of the other unforgivable charms. So at bare minimum, he's not completely a Gary Stu, because like I say, he does perform an unforgivable curse.
More traces of ancient magic.
Also, he is the
Something must be
chosen one by unfortunate circumstance. Oh. I don't know what happens if you go through this from this way. appears to be nothing. Is there anything up here? Oh, there's a chest. Like, people like to use Anakin and Luke Skywalker as Gary Stews. Those people are idiots. Anakin got defeated by Count Dooku, lost his arm. For one, he lost a battle. He wasn't infallible. He made rash decisions and killed people, and, you know, channeled the dark side, which a Gary Stew wouldn't do. Luke again lost battles against Darth Vader, lost his arm, rushed into battle against Yoda's warnings, and paid the consequences for not listening. Which, again, that's not something that ever happened to Rey. When she was advised not to do something and she did it anyway, it all worked out fine for her. Slice a frozen enemy. Ow. There you go. So you slice a frozen enemy. Ooh, they're getting stronger. They can survive me hitting them with one of those now. So I'm going to slice a frozen enemy in the next room as well.
Revelio. What have the Keepers planned for me?
Ah. I'm not sure if I've ever been in this little section by here. I love these stairs. They're so unnecessary. And I love it. Like, they do not need to be going up and down like waves of the, or, you know, yeah, like waves in an ocean. But the fact that they are, I love it.
These look familiar.
What was this one again? Alright. Let's climb up here. Oh, is this the one where I didn't have it before? But, yeah, it is. So. Oh, they changed it so Depulso doesn't... Oh, they've changed it. Depulso doesn't move you unless you have to hit it.
Revelio.
Oh. Maybe they changed it in an update. An update that would make perfect sense, mind you, but I distinctly remember using Depulso to push myself the very first time I played this game. Which I didn't record, so there's no proof of it. But I remember doing it. Thank you. I'll be taking this. Very happy to be taking that. Oh. Oh. Yes, they should be close enough.
What did that burst of magic do? More statues.
Right. Ah! Wrong page. Hey, I got out of that range, didn't I? Yeah, put that down, you punk might hurt someone, namely me. I held down B, just to be clear there. I should have done that, not the single roll that I did that led me getting hit. Chill out, man. realize this battle has no feet. Will you die already? Thank you. Was that so a 70 hit
Not
combo?
making this easy on me.
Oh yeah, there's an achievement in this game for getting a 100 hit combo. The easiest way to do it is to fight the Inferi. Oops. Oh, I see you can still hit it. It was this one. This is the one that I did it on. Oh, did I? Yeah, you can't do it anymore. This is 100% the one that I did it to before. What are we grabbing on? Apparently. Yeah, 100%. They patched it so Depulso can't be used to knock those anymore.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
Indubitably. Got that. Up we go. Oh god. Worry not, friend. I will save you. How do I get over there? I don't mind. It's only one chest. Before we carry on, in case there's another group of enemies, do I have better gear? 42. That's 8 better offense. Happy days. Yeah, all down. All down. So yeah, the only thing I am being particular about with what I'm wearing is the Merlin coat. So, because obviously my original Hufflepuff was
I'll never get
Merlin.
used to these floors.
Actually, my original Hufflepuff was Merlin Dumbledore. This game doesn't allow you to use the name of Dumbledore for some reason, so I had to reluctantly go with Merlin Gaunt. Fun, do it again. But as mentioned, ow! I can't tell if this is different or not, but this feels different. Like they made it harder, weirdly, for hard mode, you know. Expelliarmus! Yeah, the one time I get my fucking tree go on time, on one. Hey. I get rid of the big one. Launch an object at an enemy with Depulso. Oh, okay. How do I do that? Where's an object? That is an object, but... Ah, here we go. Oh, he moved. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be getting that feat, so let's just fight him before I get killed. Fireball! Expelliarmus! Fuck it. What if I throw this first at him? Oh, he died. Oh, he didn't. Alright, wait a minute, I got a plan. Drop his weapon. Oh. Wait a minute. Alright, alright. Yeah, I'm not sure how you're supposed to get that feat for throwing stuff at people using Depulso. Especially when they don't put any objects, you know, in a position in the room that's like, yeah, that makes sense. I can easily grab that and throw that at someone. They're all in like slightly awkward positions by the wall. But I do, oh god, I do recall when I streamed this part last time, I very much confused myself how to do this part. I think it's just that. Yeah. I just overcomplicated it last time. I couldn't figure out what to do, and I got stuck there for like 2 minutes or something. But as you can see, piece of cake. Have we finished here with the first round?
Revelio.
Oh god. I forgot about this guy. Alright, we've got the big boy to deal with now.
Don't like the look of this.
There are a few who would. It is that of the language of bullshit. Put that down. Ah! Head off the edge. God damn. At least the game gives you 5 Wigan welds by here. The game knows. Slack jaw. Alright.
Don't like the look of this.
Alright, just keep him down for a second. Grab that. There we go, there's Boyo Juano dead. Now you gotta get rid of number 4, 5, and 6. Also number 2. Wow! There we go. We're okay, we're okay. Rolled too early. Slightly panicked a bit there. Ah, not my egg! You absolute bastard! No! Come on, come on. Damn it. Ball! Damn you! Cunt. Really? You're just gonna come in at the last minute like you're some sort of big man who made a difference? Eh? Alright, here we go. Hit him with ancient magic. There we go. Beat 1. I don't think Glacius actually does damage, just to be on the same page here. Alright, we've got to break his arm now. We've got to bust his balls. Going yellow. There we are, 4 feats complete. And I thought it'd be fun to do it like this, where I don't actually see how close I am to winning. I was wrong, this isn't fun. Because the stress never goes away. Oh yeah, forgot about those. You never get the whole, oh thank god. Half health, he's nearly dead, okay. Now it's just like, he's probably half health now, yeah? About that, I'd imagine. Gone blue, eh? Wrong one. Oh, he's dead. What a loser. Would have done it in one go as well if I didn't get knocked off the bloody edge.
What a relief.
Like, you know, the fact that the stairs just do that, it just tickles me, because there's literally no reason.
Another pensive.
And then the stairs like, whoa! Steady there now, fella. You wouldn't want to fall. Be helpful for someone like me though, potentially being motion sick. Just walking across and like, because it starts lifting me around. If it's too long anyway. Alright.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover.
He's
from
not
the
getting
death of my
better.
brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago.
Agreed, it is.
The pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself.
Indeed.
Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
Yeah.
It is not your pain to take.
She disagrees. Clearly.
Every year a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you
Who
and
do
the
you
others
reckon
might
was
join me at my home
Defense
this evening.
Against the Dark Arts
There's
Professor when it
much I'd
first
like to share
founded
with
the
you.
school?
That
Godric
would be
or
delightful.
Salazar?
We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Because obviously when Salazar Slytherin was a teacher, they used the unforgivable curses. So, what... I guess it would make sense that he's the teacher, because he's showing you the curses. He has no
Another
problem
memory.
using them.
Now to find a way out of here.
Like, I'm not sure if there's any reference to the other three teachers or the other three founders using the unforgivable curses. If back in that day people had no qualms using it, it wouldn't be a deal. It wouldn't be a big deal. It just would be a thing, wouldn't it? It's like, oh yeah, well, why wouldn't we? They're strong spells.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts.
A witch with a sun hat.
This is
That's what you have here.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I
Indeed.
have, Professor Rookwood.
I've seen you before.
We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did.
Indeed.
I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak
Dragons.
with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
Oh yeah, goblins, that's
Goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
That there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps.
Probably.
But we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies, yes, sir.
Before you go...
Before I go, what's up? What are we doing, friend? Sorry, I was replying to my cousin. He messaged me.
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the
I
Keeper's
I
efforts to
really need
manipulate
to
the power of
complete
ancient
some of
magic
those
during our
overworld
time.
things
If
before this
I
point.
am correct, and I usually am,
Oh, alright.
you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
Right, so now that we're into a new season, I'm not making the same mistake. I am going to save this as a new save. I'm going to put it here though. I'm going to leave a gap just so I don't get confused. But then again, I got that one. Yeah, no, go on, I'll just leave it here. So we got the first part, the first season that the game starts off with. Then we got the unique character quest for your character. We then have the autumn season, we'll have the winter, and then the end game. And then we also have while inside Azkaban. Right. Level 20?
Revelio.
No. Okay, let's see if I can't... No, you can't jump in here. I'm going to see if I can quickly find something to get myself up to level 20.
I should ask
Who are you?
Spectacular
Oh,
news.
yeah, my man.
The broom upgrade's ready. Ha, stop by the shop when you can.
I hope you will come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your
the wrong way.
earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Is that a fact?
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like
Will
to
do,
teach
Professor
you a
Onai.
symbol useful for pulling objects
Eh.
to the ground.
Tickle the pear. Coochie coochie coo. Have I got this one by here?
Revelio.
Oh, that I've not got. You see, so when you come in here without doing the quest for Gryffindor's, or without doing Gryffindor's unique quest, oh yeah, this, you don't get to talk to the house elves, which I know is a small thing, but if you like house elves, it's a nice thing being able to interact with them. Is my okay, we'll stick with that. Is my viewpoint on it. It may be a small detail that doesn't affect you in any way. There's the rotten roast beef that they keep for nearly headless Nick and I guess the other ghosts. By here we have the house elf living quarters. Apparently they are like the what you call them, the tents. They are bigger on the inside. And I believe there's one by here. Oh, there it is. Kitchen tables. Grab these. That. Is that a new broom? It's not shown. I can't remember, but I think that's the wand handles. Let's have a look. Yeah. Alright, which wand handle do we have now? No, I still think that one looks the nicest with this particular style wand. Oh God. But yeah, we're going to leave it right here for today. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. I'm going to be doing, like I say, a full hard mode playthrough. I'm going to be doing a impossible playthrough for Dead Space Remake. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about it, but I think the plan is literally going to be I'm just going to attempt it, and depending on how far I get, if I have to start again, I might just continue, like just play the game from the beginning again, or I might just stop recording at that point, catch up to where I was, and then continue again, and like maybe continue from 5 minutes or so before I'm like, right, this is attempt 2. And then we keep going, and then we'll know by the end of the game how many attempts it took me to do it, if more than one. But that's the plan for that. I'm also going to be doing a playthrough of Resident Evil 4 on the PS5 when that comes out on the 24th, I believe that's released. So I'm looking forward to that. It'll be my first ever time playing Resident Evil 4. I've seen stuff on YouTube, like top 10 videos, or you know, like PlayStation Access or Outside Extra, 7 things and so, best things about horror games or whatever, you know, like it's come up in bits and bobs like that, but I've never actually played it. The closest I've ever come to playing it was a friend of mine, Mav. When he was doing streaming like 2 years ago or whatever, he streamed Resident Evil 4 and I watched him for like 10 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever it was at the time, but he was in like some big room. He didn't leave one room really, or he was in one space that looked all the same, so I don't have a clue what he was doing because I joined without context. He didn't give me any context, and that's as much as I've experienced of the game, which is second hand, not even, you know. But yeah, looking forward to that, because as it turns out, I've been really into Resident Evil. I've got playthroughs of Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes on the channel, Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8, Resident Evil Revelations, 1 or 2, I can't remember which one. I believe I got one of them on the channel as well. So I got at least like 5 Resident Evil games, so if you're a fan of Resident Evil, got them to look forward to if you wanted to check them out. Going to be doing some content for Street Fighter 6 when that comes out, in whichever fashion I'm able to. If there's a story mode, I'll play through that. If not, maybe I'll do some matches against Evie so she can officially be in a stream with me. Because fun fact, she has actually done a stream for the channel. If you find Sims Free video on my channel, that's actually Evie playing. I believe that was the thing we did anyway. I haven't actually looked in so long. I'm sure she done that. I remember talking to her about it. Let's quickly check to see if she did actually do that, or if I just think she did it, but she didn't. Yeah, there's one 52-minute video on the channel 5 years ago. Sims 4 Xbox One X gameplay. Oh, it says in brackets girlfriend playing. So yeah. Oh god, that's mad. Girlfriend playing. It's fiance playing now. But yeah, so the first video that we do together, we were considering doing some Overcooked, but I've kind of burned out on Overcooked. What other games are there coming out? I want to do a playthrough for Marvel's Midnight Suns, but I'm going to wait until all 4 DLCs are out, so then I can do a playthrough primarily using the DLC characters, as well as doing all the DLCs in the playthrough as well. That'll probably be a New Game Plus playthrough, and have fun with it. I've already got all the achievements on that game, except for the DLC ones. Half because they're glitched, and the other half because I stopped trying to unlock them all when I realised the 2 that I unlocked were glitched and didn't unlock. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, take care, and have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye now.